Dear students, welcome to second year BSc. For this lecture, we are discussing the syllabus of your course instrumentation. As you know that the course code for this subject is PHY 232, paper second. 2 credits are allotted for this course. And in this course, we have to go for total 36 lecture throughout the semester. We have total 4 chapters assigned to this course. The first chapter for this course is Fundamentals of Measurement. In first chapter Fundamental of Measurement, what we have to study, that we will see. In Fundamentals of Measurement, first of all we have to see the aims of measurement. What are the various aims of measurement system, that we have to study first. Then we have to go for various functional elements of typical measurement system. In various functional elements, we have to see the block diagram and the explanation of typical measurement system. Then we have to go for the standards of measurements and the classification. In standards of measurement, there are various standards used for the measurement, such as international standard, primary standard, which is national, or secondary and working standards. These are the various standards used for the measurement system, and we have to study the details of each standard. Then we have to go for the static characteristics for the measurement system, then accuracy in the measurement, precision in the measurement, sensitivity of the measurement system, then linearity of the measurement system, resolution, drift and hysteresis in the measurement system, that we have to study. Then we have to study the dynamic characteristic concept. Already initially we have to see the static concept, then we have to see the dynamic characteristic concept. In dynamic characteristic concept, we have to study first and second order instruments. What are the first order instruments and what are the second order instruments? And we have to study the examples of both first order instrument and second order instrument. In first order instrument, we have to study resistance thermometer and thermal elements. Their examples also we have to study. And in second order, we have to study details in U2 manometer in second order instrument. Then we have to study errors in measurement. What are the various types of errors in the measurement system and the classification of various types of errors. Also we have to study the numericals, examples on these topics in the first chapter, which is Fundamentals of Measurement. Let us see the content of second chapter. The name of second chapter is Transducers. Transducers, for this chapter total 12 lectures are allotted. The first topic for the chapter transducer is classification of transducer, because there are various types of transducers and we have to see the characteristics of various types of transducers. Then we have to study the displacement transducers. What are the displacement transducers, that we have to study. Then that there are resistive type of transducers. In resistive type of transducers, there is linear and angular rotary type potentiometer. Also we have to study strain gauge. In strain gauge, there are two types. One is bonded type and another is unbonded type of transducers. These are the resistive type. In resistive type, there is linear and angular type potentiometer. Then strain gauges, there are two types. One is bonded type strain gauge and another is unbonded type. Then we have to go for the inductive type. In inductive type, there is self-inductive type and there is variable number of turns, variable reluctance and mutual inductive types, which is LVDT. Then third type, which is piezoelectric type of transducers, which consists of quartz crystal type. Then there is force transducers. In force transducers, there are two types generally: cantilever beam type transducers and column type devices transducers. After transducers, we have to go for the temperature measurements. In temperature measurements, we have to study the scales for measurement of temperature, which we are widely used. Generally, we are using Celsius type scale, Kelvin type scale, and Fahrenheit type scale for the temperature measurement. And what are the various types for the measurement of techniques or temperature measurement techniques? Because when you are measuring body temperature and when you are measuring very high temperature, the technique used for the measurement of low temperature will be different and measurement of high temperature will be different. That we have to see which are the temperature measurement technique. In that, first is non-electrical, which is liquid field thermometer, and bimetallic thermometer, which is non-electrical type of methods for the measurement. And second one is electrical methods. In electrical methods, generally platinum resistance thermometer (PRT) is used. We have to see the details of PRT, that is platinum resistance thermometer. Then we have to study thermistor. In thermistor there are two types. One is PTC, which is positive temperature coefficient, and second one is NTC, which is negative temperature coefficient. That is PTC and NTC with their characteristics. Then we have to study the thermocouples. In thermocouples we have to study basically Seebeck effect and Peltier effect, and also we have to study types of various thermocouples in this chapter. So this will be the end of your second chapter. The third chapter of your syllabus. The name of third chapter is measurement of pressure. In second chapter we have measured the temperature. So in third chapter we have studied the measurement of pressure. Total 8 lectures are allotted for the measurement of pressure. The first topic in this chapter is what is the unit of pressure measurement. Because in pressure different units are used to measure the pressure. We have to study different or various units for the measurement of pressure. Then we have to study the concept of vacuum or how vacuum can be created. Then there is concept of absolute gauge and differential pressures. Then we have to study elastic type of transducers. In elastic transducers there is diaphragm, corrugated diaphragm, bellows and Gordon tube. We have to study all principal construction and working of all these elastic type of transducers. Then we have to go for electric type of transducers in which there is LVDT and strain gauge. Also we have to study the principal construction and working of LVDT and strain gauge. Then we have to go for pressure transducers. We have seen elastic transducers, then electric type of transducers, then pressure transducers. In pressure transducers we have to study the calibration by dead weight tester method. How we can calibrate by dead weight tester method, and then we have to study certain numericals or problems on this topic, measurement of topic of our syllabus, which is 4 topics, which is signal conditioning and processing. Total 8 lectures are allotted for the signal conditioning and processing. In signal conditioning we have to see the current to voltage conversion, how current can be converted into voltage, also opposite way, how voltage can be converted into current. Then there is buffer amplifiers, then signal to edge amplifier and characteristics. Then there is acquisition time, aperture time and drop rate. Then we have to go for the filters. In filters there is first order low pass filter and high pass filter with their design we have to study. And last topic of our syllabus, which is instrumentation amplifiers. In instrumentation amplifiers, last topic of our syllabus is instrumentation amplifier, and we have to study the instrumentation amplifier using 3 op-amps. So this is the end of our syllabus. So in total we have to study 4 chapters in this syllabus. Now we will see various reference books that can be used to study this course. The first reference book is Instrumentation Device and Systems. This book was written by Ranjan, Mani and Sharma, which is Tata McGraw-Hill publication. This book is available in our library. You can take it. Second book is Instrumentation, Measurement and Analysis by Nakra Chaudhary, which is also by Tata McGraw-Hill publication. Third book to study this course is Sensors and Transducers, which is D. Padnavis which is PHI publications. Fourth book for this course, and which is very important book, and you should study and you should read this book, which is Op-Amps and Linear Integrated Circuits by Ramakant Gaikwad. Very good language of this book, and this book is available from Pearson India publication. The fifth book is Process Control Instrumentation Technology, and this book is by C.D. Johnson, which is PHI publication. These 5 books can be used for the study of this course. Okay, so this is all about the content of our course instrumentation and reference books which can be used by you to study this course. Thank you very much.